to the hunt. It's apex play.
Turn that down. It
No,
got
there was
real
a-
bad right after that.
It wasn't a copyright issue.
It's probably a good thing you didn't finish watching that.
Yeah, it was a language issue.
All right.
Language barrier.
Yeah.
Language border.
Border.
All right,
Language
so-
wall.
All right, guys, I'm going to read off my Home Depot shopping list.
Great.
Map gas, shovel, water filters.
That's pretty cool.
Take it away.
What do you need the map gas for?
Work.
Work.
My torch.
That's
That's how
fucking
it
cool.
sounds.
Fun fact, Ethan taught me how to use a torch out this bitch.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much.
Gang shit.
Ethan actually taught me a lot of my mechanical skills, which is why I'm not very good.
That's fair.
That's funny.
No, I'm kidding. Welcome everyone. Episode 104.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're back fucking at it again.
Yes,
You know?
sir.
Socks got the buffs on.
This episode is not sponsored by Zyn, but it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see Tucker Carlson packing his Zins? Did you ever see that?
No.
No.
He was on some podcast.
I know he be on them.
He was on some podcast like at the beginning of his like Zen journey. And he was on some
Zen
podcast
journey.
and he was like trying to brag that he's like a cool old guy and he busted out a can of Zins and he
I
was,
actually
like,
have seen that. Yeah.
packing them like it's dip.
Dip?
I got a side question.
in the baggie.
That's crazy.
Did you turn me down a little?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned everybody down a little so that
I feel like you guys
doesn't-
sound fine. It's just me.
I just turned everyone down so no one clips and we can up the volume during post production,
For sure.
you know.
Yeah, fuck that. And fuck us, guys. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for us as well.
Yeah.
I've been out
Sorry,
here.
the last episode Cisco sounded like a static television.
Yes. I feel like my voice is already annoying. And then with it clipping for over an hour, it's even more annoying.
No, it was fine.
But, nah, yeah. Shout out all you guys. Thanks for being here.
Hell
we
yeah.
have some fun stuff to talk about. Me and Socks were actually... We were talking about this earlier.
Oh, yeah, we might as well get into it.
Yeah.
Go
It's
for
the... It's the viral 100 men versus one gorilla debate.
Okay.
What do you think would happen? Do you think 100 men can take on one gorilla?
100%, yeah.
100%?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Like if they
Yeah.
swarmed him?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, 100 men, all you gotta do is stack, like, as on top of him as you possibly can. And, like, you don't even gotta do shit. It'll just suffocate him.
Right? What
And
have
then
you
add
seen?
on top of that, you fucking gouge his eyes and fucking
Right,
yank his
right.
nuts off. And
So you
stuff.
could stack them.
Yeah.
But what if the people in front of you get fucking
Murked.
clobbered?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Like they just get ripped in
He's
half?
blowing through,
Yeah.
like, the first 20 easily.
Oh, blowing through them.
This is, I have to say, this is like a viral thing going around the internet right now.
Yeah.
I have to say, we were way ahead of the curve, except it was Cisco versus 108-year-olds.
It was. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
That is true. Whoa, that's fucking weird,
Yeah,
bro.
we were on this
I feel like in an alternate universe, we're setting trends.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
In an alternate universe, we're actually famous.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah.
We're the ones
trending.
starting the viral discussions.
Yeah, but I just feel like anywhere you put me, like let's say
Here we go.
I'm in 46, right? Number 46. And like let's say there's some damage done to the gorilla.
Right.
I don't
He's going to be limping at that point at least.
Yeah, but he's really going to be pissed.
You
know?
That's true.
Like
really pissed.
throwing
true.
shit and everything. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's my question. There's female gorillas, right?
I think
Yeah.
there's got to be.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. That matters. The gender of the gorilla matters.
I think they're talking just the biggest alpha of the...
Yeah, silverback.
So that's the
gorillas.
thing. When you think alpha, just our, human brains think male. You automatically think
Gotta
male.
be a male, 100%.
But in the fucking wilderness, males are not alpha. It's the females that are alpha. If you put 100 men up against a female gorilla protecting her babies, that's a different story.
No, I think the male gorilla's bigger.
I
and
also
scarier.
think it's stronger. I think I think it off rip is bigger.
Yeah.
And I know in the Lion Kingdom, I think the women are the hunters, right? Or am I tweaking?
I don't know.
I think the women
I don't
are the
know.
hunters.
We
I
need
know-
the
I just
fucking
know-
TV so we can.
Yeah, we do. I just know oftentimes the females in
Yeah.
the nature kingdom are considered the alphas.
Yeah.
Just because they're more aggressive, like they have to be more aggressive. Fucking female praying mantis.
Yeah, they're bigger and they eat
Are
the
bigger.
fucking heads.
Yo,
eat
they
their fucking-
decapitate.
They literally fuck them, take their seed for the babies or eggs or whatever, and then they just eat them, which is pretty wild.
That's what most women do anyway. I mean,
That's true.
but we're straying away from this 100 men versus gorilla.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
You don't think?
If it's 100 average Joes like us,
Oh, I think we're getting
we're getting
clobbered.
fucked.
Yeah.
We're getting cooked.
But 100 Mikos,
100 John Joneses.
yes.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True. Yeah.
I think
true.
Miko could take him on, bro. I'm going to
Yeah.
stand on that.
Miko's
He's
built,
big as fuck.
He's big as fuck, yeah.
I didn't know that. When we did the podcast with him, like, I knew he was like, you obviously got to be strong as fuck to be
Yeah.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I didn't know you were like that strong.
Yeah, you don't really think
know?
about that. Like
Yeah.
for his profession, he has to be a perfect physical specimen.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You do have to be
doesn't-
perfect.
He carries himself just like a normal guy, though.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Miko.
Yeah,
We
shout
love
out
you,
Miko.
bro.
He's about to go back to Canada.
Hell
yeah.
His little brother Mello just signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. So shout out Mello.
Shout out Mello Dotson.
Shout out
Let's
Mello.
go, bro.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go. I'm
crazy.
trying to meet Lil Bro.
Me too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah. I feel like him and Miko probably have a lot of similarities that, like, if we do talk to him, we'd be like, that's Miko, you know?
Yeah,
that is
I
his
mean,
little brother.
Yeah.
You never know, though.
I like
do they,
I like little things like that. I don't know. I
Do
feel
they
like
have other siblings? Do you know?
do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because if it's, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter either way. But oftentimes siblings are very, very different from one another.
Right.
Very different. He could be a fucking asshole.
He could be. But they both play football. I would hope they
Yeah,
Are
I
the
mean,
same a
Michael
little.
Vick played football. That doesn't really, that doesn't really say much.
Yeah, Melo's probably a horrible person.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
No, he seems cool. I just, maybe he's a fucking dickhead. Maybe he's a fucking piece of shit.
I hope not.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think I could beat up a gorilla.
I think I could beat up Mello.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Not like he's gonna listen to this.
Dude, he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
How do you know?
He told me.
That's cool.
Yeah. He was like, hey, bro, I fuck with what you're doing.
Yeah,
Keep it up. I listen every
Damn.
fucking time.
that's cool. You know who else listens? I found
I'm
out.
capping.
You know who else listens?
Who?
Fucking Steiny from.
Tiny.
If he is listening, what's up, bro? I challenge you to a boxing match.
Oh shit!
Bitch.
Ooh,
crazy.
Sox versus Steiny boxing match. That's selling, bro. I can't lie.
I'm just socks. No one knows who I'm. No one knows me.
Socks. Socks.
I feel
But
like
everyone's
people-
rooting it for me because
Yeah, for
fucking
sure.
fuck
'Cause
Steiny.
fuck Steiny.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be the way to do it. Because
Yeah.
for real, fuck Steiny.
Yeah.
I've heard he's conniving.
I
He
mean, yeah.
seems like
all
a
you gotta do
prick.
is look at
Yeah.
his fucking face, and you can tell.
Twat.
You don't gotta say one
Fucking
word
twat.
to him. He has one of those faces. He has the face of that chick from Last of Us.
Oh,
Have you
Ellie?
seen those memes?
Yeah. Where she discovers she's autistic on set. That's like you here.
That's funny.
Is this bothering you?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't like the way it feels on the fucking weirdo.
It keeps touching my ear.
What do they call that? Sensory.
Autistic.
Sensory retardation.
Yeah. That sucks, dude.
Sensory.
I used to have that with like Velcro. I
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hated touching Velcro.
Bro, you know what the worst fabric is for me? Fucking corduroy. Like that hat that you have, the one I pointed out that was corduroy.
Oh yeah. That is a
bro,
weird. Yeah, it's a weird.
I got
one
a
too.
corduroy shirt, bro. I love that.
Makes
bitch.
my fucking skin crawl.
I love it.
Dude,
I'll wear it.
can't do it.
Wear that flag proud.
That and like scratchy sweaters.
Mm.
Can do it. Can do it.
It's
I'd rather kill myself than wear a scratchy sweater. Literally.
Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight a gorilla though, with 99 other men?
It depends. Are they cute?
What if you were cloned 99 times and it was just all you?
That gorilla don't got a fucking chance, bro.
I feel like half of me are gonna flake and half of us are gonna fight.
I read
hate
this
that
thing.
you guys went silent when I said that.
No. I read this thing that it like broke it down into like by the tens. So like the first
Okay.
10 people,
Yeah.
second 10 people. And I was reading through it and I was like, this honestly sounds like real.
Yeah.
Cause it got to like the 40th people and it was like, now everyone is scared and thinking about retreating
Yeah.
and the gorillas on a rampage just killed 39 men.
Yeah.
And it's and it goes down to basically the 100 and it's like the gorilla wins. Humans were never meant to face apex predators in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, for sure. That's the big question though. When you're asked things like this, it depends on how seriously you're taking it. Like, is the question like in like a real scenario, or is it hypothetical, like just straight up 100 men not being scared or
Yeah, like
pussing
a
out or
simulation
anything?
type shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just 100 of us, average Joes.
100 average Joes.
Yeah,
Average.
I think if it's a real situation like that, then yeah, the gorilla's got it. Because I mean, bro, you get through.
Well,
bro,
no
you
one can
see-
run. You're
you-
locked in a cage, we'll say.
Here's the thing: if it's like a real scenario, you get there and you see the gorilla, and you change your mind.
I mean, yeah.
Motherfucker's
You
got
know?
a black eye or
He's
something.
fucking
Yeah,
amped
yeah,
up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's throwing shit everywhere.
He knows he's about to get bum rushed.
He's sitting in the cage like Hitler at the Olympics, just like fucking tweaking, getting fucking
Yeah.
ready.
You said he's about to get bum rushed.
yeah.
And he knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's hyped though.
Oh yeah, he can't wait.
He knows there's bananas waiting for him at the end.
Oh,
Can't wait to
fuck.
kill 100 people.
He don't give a fuck about the bananas.
Yeah.
Especially if he's got Neuralink and they can tell him, like, look, bro,
Oh
you
my
win
God.
this. you
If
got
he has
bananas.
Neuralink and they're just straight up controlling him with a remote, no one's winning.
GG's. Yeah.
Absolutely no one's winning that.
Yeah. GG's.
I feel like I would naturally let him ape out. I wouldn't want to control him.
The ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're the one bringing
I feel like he could break out some sicker combos than I could.
out. True.
You know what I mean?
He would break
Yeah.
out some more violent combos.
He's gonna start like
probably.
windmilling and shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna
He's
just
gonna be
be
doing
grabbing people
dumb
and
shit.
doing this.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
just
be-
grab people and just.
Dude, I seen this video. They said if a gorilla could bench press, it would be like its max would be like 4,800 pounds.
That's
What the
nuts,
fuck? You for real,
Yeah, like dead ass.
bro?
And it has a punching force of like 2,800 pounds.
What are they, fucking ants?
Like, they gotta
Ants. The gorillas. That's like some ant shit. Like if an ant was, they say if an ant was like the size of a human, it could lift a building.
be. Yeah.
Really? A building?
Yeah. Because
That's what I
ants,
heard.
They
ants
do,
can,
yeah.
they can lift like an insane amount times their body weight.
Yeah, that is true. I
So
mean,
if
yeah.
they were as big as a human, we'd be fucked. Like an ant would be able to lift my house
Yeah.
easy.
They
I'd
said
shoot that motherfucker.
they said,
all that lifting for nothing, just to catch a fucking 40 in the dome, bitch.
Yeah. That's why you can't hand-to-hand combat ants.
Yeah.
True.
True.
That's why.
They'll
How
lift
many-
your ass up, take you back.
How many ants do you think it would take to kill you?
More than 100.
Damn, that's it. Well, yeah. I don't
million.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think ants could kill me, no matter how many there were. I mean, I guess they could start like crawling into my fucking orifices. And
there was just like an
suffocating me,
endless.
Bro's never
amount.
watched Naruto, bro.
but- Bro, you gotta do.
He don't
is
know
fucking-
Shino.
You just gotta mush them. Just pick them up and mush them,
True. Yeah. But what if
Handfuls
they
of mush.
fucking seep into you? They
and then
just,
you get like poisoned or something.
they just, yeah, or they
Yeah.
just grow in you or something.
Ugh.
Multiply in you. And then
What the-
fucking, Then you nut.
Ugh. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Super.
I always think about those fucking parasites that like control grasshoppers.
Oh yeah, that shit's scary, bro.
Super
And they
scary.
make them like kill themselves afterwards
Yeah,
or something.
they make them drown themselves.
So they
like-
can like evolve.
I don't
So
know.
I think it's so they can get into, because when the fish eats them, then they
Get in the
attach
fish.
to the fish.
And then
In the water?
yeah,
when
I
they're
think.
attached to the
Oh.
fish, a bear eats it. And then they hook onto the bear. And then
And then
when they're hooked onto the bear,
yeah.
we shoot the
I
bear.
eat that motherfucker.
Yeah, and we eat
We
the bear.
shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah,
It comes back to us.
yeah.
Damn.
So in like a
And
simulation,
then we drowned
sense-
ourselves.
fuck.
And then we get eaten by a shark.
Everything just has that parasite.
Everything comes full circle.
Dude, that's like the fucking Last of Us.
Yeah, we've been watching the fucking
That gay
the
shit.
new show. Yeah, the new season.
I haven't even watched it.
It's
Me
dope.
neither.
It's
I
a
just heard
good-ass
about you
show.
guys talk about it.
It's a good ass show.
Oh
I
yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what's
dope.
funny?
The zombies are super fucking cool, bro.
Oh, I bet.
The
I
zombies
actually
are
haven't seen
crazy
any
as
of the
fuck.
zombies in that show.
And
That's
they
crazy.
actually-
All the clips I've seen and I haven't seen a zombie. What?
Have you watched it?
No, just like clips.
Oh. Oh yeah.
You know,
That's true. Yeah.
that's so weird.
That is weird. But yeah, the zombies are crazy. I think that's what makes me really like the show is because I'm super, like, I love like the whole mushroom aspect to it. It's really cool. You know, super cool. Fuck
Dude, I feel like lately, the more I've gotten older, like I feel like there's a lot of similarities between like anime shit and real life shit.
yeah. Explain.
So like with chakras and stuff. So let's say we're talking Naruto, right? Like you gotta fucking harness your chakra, unlock the 8 inner gates type shit.
Yeah.
That's based around like chakras in real life or whatever and stuff. And like, I feel like if you can lucid dream and do whatever the fuck you want, you can do whatever the fuck you want, straight up. And if they're making animes that are like this would never happen in real life, you could do that bitch in a dream probably if you could master yourself or something.
I'm somewhat having trouble following. So you're really getting to the point where you're thinking like, just with your brain, you can do anything if you try hard enough.
Yeah. I really am on that wave, I think.
Yeah.
It's weird though, cause like I don't know, like you can't just do fucking anything, you know?
Right.
I convinced myself when I was younger, like it's not possible. You
Yeah.
can't convince yourself to do anything,
Yeah.
but like it is, you know. You don't have to
Yeah.
physically fly with your fucking wings or something. You can make something, a contraption, and jump off a building and fucking fly or something.
That's true. If you
That
think
was
about it like
one.
that. Yeah.
That was one invention. Well, not one invention, but one thought I had
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah. But then that it's a tricky thing to get into because then that dives through the whole evolution aspect of it. Like that's the whole point of human beings. Like whatever you believe, fucking simulation or God or whatever, like that's the whole reason that human beings are here is to constantly be evolving and making better and better things, you know?
I feel like it's because we know everything already. Maybe.
What do you mean?
Like, all this shit that we're doing with, like, technology and stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like we've already done before. Or, like, even if we haven't done it, the knowledge is stored within our DNA or some shit. And, like that whole savant shit, bro, is fucking stupid to me. Like, it's so
Yeah.
crazy to me. But you just learn random facts out of nowhere and
Yeah.
do stuff like that. I feel like
Yeah.
we all have the power in us to do literally whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, that stuff is wild. It's a super easy. I totally see how you have been like obsessed with that stuff because
Yeah.
it's a super easy thing to like slip into the rabbit hole of. Is like once you start looking into it, you're like, whoa, like there's stories of monks actually levitating,
Yeah.
you know, like shit
Yeah.
like that. It's weird.
That shit is like, I hope it's real.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be one of the coolest things to be real,
Yeah.
is to just be able to like astral project and reach a state of just pure like love
Yeah.
or whatever, you know?
For sure.
I think that's so cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say, really.
Yeah. The only problem with that is that to do that and have it like work for you is you would have to literally do away with all of your personal belongings,
Right.
like even the people that
Yeah.
you love, like your family
Yeah.
and friends and everything.
That is another thing that
you can't see your family and friends as literally any different than anyone else.
yeah, because you have to
know?
like you have to have like an ego death. Your
Yeah.
ego's attached to the people you care about and
Yeah.
the bonds you've made.
For sure.
And part of the ego death is just letting go of all those bonds and accepting everything as one.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Which is also a super interesting rabbit hole, that alone, to go
Yeah.
down. Is because if you decide to monk out and fucking truly love everybody, then that means you have to love Adolf Hitler. You know what I
Right,
mean? And,
right.
like, super fucked up
Yeah.
people, but just
That is
because
super. That is something super crazy. I've
just
been
because
contemplating.
just because that's simply a human being, you have to love Hitler the same way you love your mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
that's
true.
That's what they do. That's how
I mean,
they-
that's enlightenment.
I mean,
Love-
that's
essentially.
how. Really?
You just have all love,
More or
bro.
less, yeah.
All love.
All love.
I guess. Okay, when you say it like that, it sounds better.
the
Because
whole
like
point is
I feel like
enlightenment. Like the whole point is just like not like letting go of worries, pretty
Yeah.
much. And if you don't like Hitler, then whether you like it or not, that's a worry that you're carrying on the burden of.
Mm-hmm.
In
It is
one way or
true.
another.
I forget where I heard this, but it's like fuck, it's leaving my mind. Oh
That's
my
alright.
god.
Just to be clear for everyone
You
listening,
can do this. You can do anything when like those the reason you're doing it is just all for love. Like for the person you love, you'll do fucking anything. You know what I'm saying? You'll go American Sniper on like a village or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you will do crazy
I
shit.
mean, I guess it depends on who you ask, because
That's true.
also you can get wrapped up in love in a blind kind of way, and if the person that you're like falling that deeply crazy in love with is actually a bad person, then you'll be like, I'll do fucking anything for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then you're on that evil shit.
Then you're getting into cult territory.
Yeah.
But real quick, just to be clear for everyone that's listening or watching, there's been a lot of Hitler was a good guy talk in the media lately. That's not what we're saying. I don't like Hitler. I don't think anyone here does. Just putting that out there.
I mean, you didn't even really know him like that.
Yeah.
You didn't get to know him. You never sat down with him. You never had a beer with him. You never went fishing with him.
Honestly, the beer one gets me more than any of them. Like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But when I hear him say you never had a beer with him, I'm like, damn.
You never smoked meth with him. Yeah. You don't know what he was going through.
You never killed a Jew with him.
I gotta piss.
Oh boy. Damn, that was quick.
We haven't even been 30 minutes.
TF, like gras.
I'll be back, fellers.
All right.
Keep her going.
All right. I prefer RuPaul.
I prefer Sean Paul.
I prefer Sean Combs.
I bet you do. Did you see the Assassin's Creed beef with Elon Musk?
What?
I think I did.
They beefed on Twitter. It was pretty funny.
Like the Assassin's Creed account?
Yeah, I actually saw it live. Like, I went on Twitter to post something dumb, and I saw it. I was like, oh, fuck.
You forgot about your post.
It was pretty funny. I did.
Are you
So-
sure you didn't mention? I feel like you may have mentioned this last pod. Was it with that
Definitely not last pod.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
dude? All right.
No. So it all started some account named Grums. It's verified, so I don't know if that's a famous Twitter account or whatever, but it started with them tweeting, You can tell a lot about Ubisoft. Ubisoft, for people who don't know, is the company that makes a lot of games. They make Assassin's Creed and, they make Rainbow Six Siege, all kinds of stuff. But he said, you can tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much money they're throwing at terrorist platforming streamers. Don't know what that was all about exactly, but Elon Musk saw it. Apparently, it was important enough for Elon Musk to reply, sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he is promoting a terrible game just for the money. So first of all, the new Assassin's Creed is fire. I do not agree with Elon on this.
No, bro,
It's a great game.
I'm pretty sure you talked about this already. I'm like 80% sure.
I don't remember talking about it.
I do.
But Assassin's Creed replied to that, the actual Assassin's Creed account, and said, is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you? I thought that was pretty funny. Got his dumbass.
Stupid bitch. Fucking nerd.
Bitch.
Nerd.
Fucking Elon.
When I think of Elon, I think of that dude who had a huge brain from fucking Green Lantern. That evil dude. You remember?
Yeah.
His brain just gets fucking huge.
That's funny. Bro, you know what's fucking crazy? Speaking of us telling the future, remember way back in the fucking
Facts, bro.
day of the podcast when I was like, watch this whole time, everyone loves Elon Musk and he's going to turn into a fucking evil villain.
Yeah, bro. He's on his way.
He's on his goddamn way.
He's on his fucking way.
If there were ever anyone that has gotten close to actual movie level evil villain status, it's Elon Musk right now.
I would say Diddy's up there too, bro.
I mean, yeah.
But the amount of money he has,
But like money and power,
he could literally do anything.
compared to Elon, bro, Diddy has zero power.
Yeah, bro's building rockets.
Bro's building rockets and literally took over the United States government. Pretty much by force. Like, you
Bro,
can
that's
tell
actually
Trump,
crazy because, like, when you think about it, it really is survival of the fittest. And he probably is one of the fittest because he has a company making rockets.
I don't know,
and
have you ever
fucking
seen his-
self-driving cars
He's not very
and shit, bro.
physically fit.
have you ever
No.
seen his gut?
Well, he's not that fit, but he
He's
has
mentally-
robots that'll fucking kill all the other fit people.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true. That's
He'll
very
drive everyone off a fucking cliff. They won't even know.
Would you ever get a Tesla bot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Bro, I saw,
If I had the money to
I
fuck around with.
think it might have been you that told me about it, but that Megan Fox movie, Subservience, I saw it on Netflix the other day, and I read the bio, and I couldn't remember if it was the one you told me about.
Yeah.
But the bio seemed pretty cool. It seemed right up my alley. So I was like, shit. I also love Megan Fox. I think she's unironically a really good actor. And
That was funny.
so I was like, shit, I'll try it. Bro, I got 10 minutes in and she's already got her hands down this dude's pants.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm not trying to watch fucking 50 Shades of Grey. I thought this was going to be a cool, nerdy, autistic sci-fi movie.
Yeah, I left that shit on.
I bet.
I let that shit play.
I couldn't do it. It made me uncomfortable. I was just in my room alone watching Megan Fox finger some
It didn't
dude.
remind you of like the old days when you were young watching like fucking
Transformers?
Jennifer's Body or Transformers, bro.
No.
It brought back good memories.
That's why I'm straight.
It is
Megan Fox.
That's facts.
Yeah, true.
As soon as I seen her under that bumblebee hood, bro, over. I'm telling you.
She's always in like a crop top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with them shorts.
Oh, for sure. I
the
had the
jean
hugest
shorts.
crush on her
Yeah.
growing up. Have you seen her thumb though?
She's got a fucked up thumb. No.
Got a snaggle thumb.
It's big. It's like
she got a big
wide, bro. It looks like a fucking toe.
She probably puts it in
It's for-
MGK's
I
ass.
was gonna say it's for fingering.
Yeah.
She thumbs that motherfucker.
That's funny. Ew.
She just has ugly thumbs.
I'm
Did you
actually
see
about to show
MGK's
you
fucking
guys.
dance on stage recently? I don't know what. I think
No.
it was at Coachella actually. He went up with some rapper that's big right now. He
No,
went up
I
there,
did
didn't
not.
even do nothing. He's just
Dancing.
dancing all fucking black.
Prancing.
He's so goofy. Fucking MGK. Thank you.
That's an alien finger, bro.
That's not that bad. Zoom in.
Are you fucking kidding me? Look at that.
Oh my god! Oh, what?
Oh, what is
It does look like a big toe. Oh, we gotta put that picture up. Oh my God, save that picture.
Holy shit.
Yo. That just goes to show you everyone is
Damn.
not perfect.
That's a butt plug.
Dude, that is an alien fucking
Oh my god.
Another angle for you
Oh,
guys.
it's so short.
It's so
It's
fucked.
short, stubby, and thick.
It's so fucked.
It's
like
a chode.
it's round
Yeah.
at the end. It's like a stick with a
Yeah.
ball on it.
Dude, it's literally a chode finger. She's got chode thumbs, dude.
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's crazy as shit.
Here's one without nail polish. This one's crazy.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is.
Dude, it's literally
Damn,
like
that sucks.
half a thumb.
How did she get through like high school with that?
Her tits.
Everything else about her.
Yeah, literally every single thing else.
That's true. I guess I didn't think about the
They
question.
weren't looking
before
at
I asked.
anything else.
She just walked around like this all day, holding her fucking thumbs.
Oh my god,
But yeah.
that's too much for me.
That's crazy.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
dude.
How did you how did you know about this?
I don't know. I feel like I seen it on a TikTok or something.
So this is something that you just noticed, and you were like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
you guys ever seen Megan Fox's thumbs?"
Cisco's breaking the news right now
That's
to
crazy.
the world. That's so funny.
Dude, the other day, I was on some dumb shit. I was like at my work table or whatever. And I was like in between going on my phone and like looking at shit on paper. And I tried zooming in on paper. Like wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
It was insane, bro.
that's tough.
I just tried and like I looked like I was just like thinking of how I just looked at myself. You know? Like what the fuck?
Like trying to imagine how you looked in the moment.
Yeah, like I was like whole ass just tried to zoom, bro.
That's so funny.
It was fucked up.
Bro, you want to hear something cool that happened to me today
What?
at work? So I was at work, wrenching. And the office lady comes out and she's like, "Ethan, can you come help me with something?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I walked up to the front office and there was a lady there with a Subaru parked out front, and she was like, "Hey, I just need you to tell me, what the labor might be to remove my driver's seat. I think I lost my ring. My kids got it for me for Mother's Day, and it's very valuable to me." I was like, "Fuck." She was like clearly pretty flustered, and I went out there and I was looking around. I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be, too bad to take this seat out. We could do it right now." And I went and started messing with it and seeing like what was required to remove the seat to do a thorough ring inspection. And I went around back and I popped a plastic cover off of the seat, and the fucking ring was sitting right there. I was like,
Ooh,
Did you take that bitch?
"Here it is." I fucking yeah, I was like,
pocketed.
no, I just immediately gave it to her, but I was like, damn, I should have just seen it and left it there and been like, "Yeah, it'd be about 2 hours."
Yeah, dude. It's
She
just
offered to. I took a total fucking. I was like the goddamn friendly neighborhood Spider-Man of Ravenna over there. She was like, "Please let me pay you." I was like, "Please, no payment necessary, man."
I would have been like, there's a Mexican shop next door. Literally
true,
Right
damn.
next door.
Should have been like, "Hey, if you go buy me a Modelo,
Give me a
right
few
now."
tacos.
So that was pretty cool. That was a fun little thing that happened.
That is pretty cool. I'm petting Elvis here for everyone listening.
They
And
can
he's-
probably just see his nose.
Yeah, he's like giving me a weird
He's
look.
about to fall.
His like one eye's closing and the other one's staring at me while I'm petting at him.
I was fucking with Grok the other day, and I was just curious. I asked it to like create new conspiracy theories for me,
Oh.
and it spat out a couple good ideas. One of them was dogs are probably training us to be their servants.
He liked that, bro.
He did
his
like
tail's
that.
wagging. He's like, "Fuck, they're on to me. Look at him. Oh, putting the moves on you."
What up?
Oh,
He's got hand on shoulder, hand on waist,
that's a good boy.
paw on penis.
Chill.
Here's another one.
Get the paw off.
This one was actually pretty good. This one's like low-key real. Like it could actually be a real thing. Daylight saving time.
Motherfucker, watch out. That's it.
There we go.
Cut off.
Daylight savings time is probably just a psyop to sell more energy drinks.
Hey, yo.
That one
That's
makes
a
you
crazy
think.
one.
It is a crazy one.
Yeah.
It's just a placebo. People are like, "Oh, it's daylight savings. I didn't get sleep last night. I need an energy drink." You know, pretty crazy.
Is daylight savings based around the winter solstice?
It's based on the calendar. So that was the best way we could pretty much, I mean, this is total, like everything we say on this podcast is total bro science, but it's from what I've gathered from Neil deGrasse Tyson, daylight saving is our way of manipulating like the calendar year to make it as accurate as possible. So
it's incorrect.
no, it's
So
the
our
most,
calendar's
it's the most
incorrect.
correct we can be based on our rotation around the sun.
That don't seem right, bro.
So they started off like with the year or whatever, and they were like, all right, let's figure out how to split this into months. So they figured 12 months. So they just went with that. And they went with that for a few years, and they started realizing this is off. Like after a while, it started being off. Like December no longer was December. December then landed in fucking whatever. So then they went
that's a
down
psyop.
to... So then they went down to split it into weeks and then days. And then, like, you know, they figured out, like, the hourly day-to-day schedule. And they went with that. And then they were like, well, this is as accurate as we've gotten. But it's still through, like, years. It's slowly getting off and off and off more and more. Just exponentially, you know. So then they were like, well, let's figure this out. So then they figured out daylight savings.
I feel like that's because we're moving through space at the same time or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but
Could be.
yeah, because we're slowly like drifting further from the sun, aren't we?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think so.
I thought we were getting closer.
Yeah, I thought we were getting closer and closer. Because that's
Well,
what
'cause
gravity does. It
Pluto
pulls things
fucking
into it.
spun off.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
What? You're fucking listening to your autistic death podcast too much.
Dude.
Pluto flew away.
Spun off.
Pluto did spin off.
He
That
spun
bitch
the
ain't a
block.
planet no more.
That doesn't mean it left.
That bitch is gone, bro. Where do you think it is? In its planetary spot?
No, scientists just officially classified it as no longer a planet. Because it's too small. But there's also objects in our solar system that are bigger than goddamn Earth, and they don't consider those a planet. So who the fuck knows? That's just modern academia, you know?
Oumuamua.
Yeah.
You know what that's from?
No.
It's this thing that Avi Loeb, he's like a fucking Harvard scientist or whatever, astrophysicist. He claims that this thing out in space is an alien civilization or some shit. And he calls it Oumuamua.
Oh, I've heard it. I know what. Don't they call that like the black satellite or something?
No, that's a different thing.
Is it?
Yeah, you're thinking of the Black Knight satellite.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
no. It's a different thing.
Pretty cool.
Avi Loeb's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
I
So are
didn't say
you.
that. I didn't say Muamua.
What is the Black Knight satellite? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I think
Wasn't that the thing that was big like maybe like 10-ish years ago that was like
I don't know exactly when, but it was this thing that was discovered in like low orbit or whatever in our
okay.
fucking atmosphere or
Yeah.
whatever. And it looked like a UFO that was fucking morphing pretty much. And it's pretty cool. The footage is
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Huh.
Close as fuck. You can see it like shape shifting. It's like black and shit.
Really?
The Black
Wow.
Knight satellite is the name of a conspiracy theory that claims a spacecraft of extraterrestrial origin is in a near polar orbit around Earth.
Yeah.
Damn, I am a nerd for real.
So it's a
Yeah, you
conspiracy.
pretty much nailed that.
Yeah.
I I believe it.
But speaking of that shit, bro, I feel like that could be real because that's one of the classifications of a UFO. Like the shape of that Black Knight satellite is like an official classification of a UFO
Yeah.
by the Skywatcher company. I don't know if you know, Skywatcher company is a fucking ex-military private company that invests in making tools for summoning UFOs and like getting people together who claim they can summon UFOs and like pairing them with the tools to make the tools fucking work type shit.
Interesting.
Which is insane to me.
Pretty wild. That might have been the company. Did they like send out radio frequencies just to outer space?
I don't think so. Their tool is based around like a dog. It looks like a dog whistle, and it like resonates at a certain frequency or whatever. And
Gotcha.
it like the craziest part about it is that they have 100% success rate with every time they use that tool.
Meaning what?
Every time they use that tool, a UFO pops up.
Oh,
Or
gotcha.
whether it's like, and they have like 9 different classifications of UFOs that
Yeah.
they've been able to like capture.
Right. So they're
And-
just trying to make a database, pretty much.
Pretty much, they want to prove it.
Yeah.
Is their whole goal.
That's pretty cool.
It's super cool. It's very new. It's like within the past year,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool because like it's kind of teaming up with that other shit that I've been nerding about with the like remote viewing and stuff because it's getting
Yeah.
people who can claim that can do that stuff
Yeah.
and like summon aliens or whatever the fuck, and they're just like teaming together to try
Yeah.
to see if it works. And I feel like if you're teaming together to try to see if it works and it works, I mean, it could be a psyop, a really, really, really good psyop,
Yeah.
or it's
Yeah.
super cool and true.
Yeah. True.
That's it.
Yeah. I think it was NASA that did the radio frequency. They sent out like a bunch of radio frequencies out to space that like translate into fucking I can't think of any words right now. What's that shit that's called where they're like boop, 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 boop,
Morse
boop,
code?
boop, 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 boop. Morse
Yeah.
code, yeah. Fucking yeah, so they sent out radio frequencies pretty much explaining like what the human civilization is and what we've been up to. They sent that shit out, and I just saw an article very recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago, that said they got a radio frequency back and they can't decipher it. They don't know what it means. But they got a radio frequency
You're not
back.
talking about the WOW frequency?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What is that?
The WOW frequency is like this thing that I think NASA sent out a radio frequency out to space.
Yeah.
And they were like trying to see whatever the fuck's out there or whatever. And they got something back. And in Morse code, what they got back was wow.
That might be it.
Yeah.
That's probably it, yeah. I don't really read articles, I just read headlines.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm into that shit, bro.
Wow.
Low key. I can't lie. That stuff's super cool. I think
That was super cool.
Was Truman a president?
Yeah.
I feel like it was him that sent that message out
Yeah.
to space or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Super cool stuff. There's a whole bunch of
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. I guess the Vatican also has a whole bunch of stuff from like World
yeah.
War II days
Oh yeah.
that they haven't released any information on it, and I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
it's just now being
Declassified.
yes.
The Vatican's always been super big into space.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because they used to literally murder people who were trying to study space.
It is weird too, and the craziest part about that is it's so true.
Yeah.
That part is so true that the Vatican is out there probably willing to kill people for that shit.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, not even probably. It's like yeah.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
It's history.
for sure. And the Vatican, do you remember when I was talking to you guys about Chris Bledsoe?
I think so. You'll have to remind
He's that dude who can also like pray and like summon aliens or whatever.
me. Yeah.
That dude was contacted by the Vatican. I think Bob Lazar was contacted by the Vatican.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like,
Yeah.
Dude, all that shit. It's just so crazy how even though it's a conspiracy, like those things kind of just lining together. I mean, it could be a very good psyop,
Yeah.
like I said, or
I've always looked at stuff like that, like conspiracy wise, as like that is as much of a conspiracy as God being real, you know, or as us being in a simulation. Like,
yeah, for
the
sure.
only reason it's considered a conspiracy is because you can't prove or disprove that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like the only way you would be able to call something like that, like what the Vatican's doing, not a conspiracy, is to bring every single person on the planet there personally to see it with their own eyeballs. If you don't do that, then no one's going to believe it because they didn't see it with their own eyeballs.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with God. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, people believe it, obviously, but like the vast majority who don't believe it never will because they can't see it with their own eyeballs. That doesn't make it true or not true. That just makes it a conspiracy to them.
It's so crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. I think one of the coolest things about life is coincidences, period.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that shit or like deja vu.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that is just so cool to me. I feel like the other day I was super fried outside, just like thinking, right?
Right.
And like I was really thinking, bro. I felt like I was like,
Head started to get hot.
yeah, bro, like I couldn't think no more type shit. I was like, damn, this is it? This is the end?
Your gas tank ran out.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, like not to be like depressing or anything, but why does life like have meaning, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just kind of, I don't know, I was just going in my head talking to myself. And the conclusion I came to was, I feel like life has meaning because I have a choice to do whatever the fuck I want, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's like torment myself by
Yeah.
fucking going to work every day or like being broke, you know?
Right.
I can choose that pathway. I'm choosing. And it's also the meaning behind the choice, you know? That like
Yeah.
the fact that I can put meaning or value behind any choice that I make,
Yeah.
I feel like is important in itself.
Yeah. You got to be careful with that line of thinking, though, because, like, not to use, like, woke terminology, but you're thinking that from a point of pure privilege, you know?
Yeah.
Like, living in America, it's
Yeah, for
so
sure.
easy to be like, I can do whatever I want. But if you're living in fucking Soviet Russia, like, you're not eating unless you get in line for that slice of bread.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not
we're
a
very
choice you're
privileged to
making.
be able to even like think
For
like
sure.
this.
For sure.
It is crazy to think about.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
super
super crazy. Like, what the fuck do we even? What are we supposed to care about?
Friends and family, you know,
Yeah.
being happy, being
Yeah.
fulfilled, you know.
True.
That's why it's so tricky, because it's not the same thing for everybody. Different people get fulfilled by different things.
Right.
You
like
know.
evil shit.
Yeah, some people get fulfilled by fucking murder.
Murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
And that brings us to that earlier point is like, if you want to get to that state of a higher fucking being, you gotta love everyone.
yeah.
And
For
like,
sure.
how are you supposed to love someone like that?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer got fulfilled by eating black guys.
Yeah.
So
I love him. Let's go to
Yeah.
heaven. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a
what,
little
are we boring you?
No.
You know what I mean?
I do. It's complicated.
It is complicated.
weird.
It's nuanced.
It is.
It's very nuanced.
I want to go to the hill like once, bro.
Do it.
Like once.
How often have you been meditating?
No.
Then it
Just
ain't gonna
no.
happen.
Not a no.
Not no.
Yeah. No.
That's the thing, bro. It's so easy. It's so easy that the only way you can do it is by literally doing nothing. That's how.
That is how easy it is. What the fuck? I feel like people back in the day were on that shit.
Yeah,
They're like, damn,
bro.
there ain't shit to do.
For
They're
real.
just fucking meditating, bro.
Yeah, honestly.
Not by way of choice.
Yeah, they probably had it better.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, damn, I can really connect with myself.
Yeah.
And my homies.
Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine how much stronger personal connection was back in the day? Like,
Yeah.
Like even before technology.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Couldn't do shit.
Everyone died in their 30s.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's a really good point.
You didn't have much time.
That's a really good
You
point.
better connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why people used to marry young ladies, you know, because they didn't have much time.
What,
They
the
didn't have
old
much time to
men?
do it. Yeah. People would, I mean, not old men because there weren't old men back then, but
Yeah.
like people were having kids at fucking 12 because
Right.
I'm going to die in 6 years. So,
Going off the war.
yeah. Fucking crazy. Craziness.
It is crazy because, like, you know, maybe they weren't that connected. Because if they were that connected, they would have fucking sniffed that shit out, right?
Sniffed what shit out? The hill?
The evilness.
Their health.
Yeah, everything about it. You know, like,
Well, they didn't have
like
anybody...
oh, fuck, I'm about to die in 6 years. I'm about to meditate on this. You think they wouldn't fucking think about that? And then just be like, I don't want to go to war?
Just be like, penicillin.
Right. Or like anything. Like literally anything, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make an iPhone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, none of them were thinking that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a big reason we have the kind of technology that we have now
about to
is because of our interest in space. Like, so many fucking things have been invented that we use on Earth, like, every day, that we would have never even had the fucking idea. I almost just said I fucking dia. But, like, just for example, drills, cordless drills, like batteries and shit, that was invented for space use. Like, we didn't even think about, hey, maybe we should make drills that don't require cords to be plugged into a wall. We didn't even think about that until we were up in space and we were like, fuck, we don't got outlets.
So you swear, bro.
I swear to God.
That's how drills were made?
That's how cordless drills were made.
No fucking way.
I swear to God, bro. Look it up.
That's crazy.
I swear.
I believe
They
you.
didn't even think about it until they were up in space and they were like,
Damn.
oh, fuck, there's no outlet up
I
here.
can't do nothing.
Imagine getting there and being like, well, fuck, we got to go back.
Didn't think about that. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, like, who the fuck is in charge of this mission? I would have been pissed.
But yeah, that's a little fun space fact.
Elon forgot.
He forgot.
That would be crazy.
Slipped his mind. He
I'd
left
be
it
on
at
his
home.
ass. I'd fucking key Teslas.
Yeah, I'd spray paint swastikas on Teslas.
I would do that anyway.
Yeah, I do that. Everyone I see, I do that. I keep a can of spray paint.
Chris Drew, shout out Chris Drew. He has a Tesla.
Hell yeah. You better keep that bitch locked up, Chris.
Bro, don't bring it near us.
Don't bring it over here. That's true. I forgot he has a Tesla.
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out Chris Drew. I love that guy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, what fucking time are we at? I mean, we're not
Almost
even
an
at
hour.
an hour. God damn. This is dragging. What do you got, bro?
I mean, we've got some big stuff coming up. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
we do.
going to Serpent Mound. Do a vlog here soon for you fellers
Yeah.
and gals.
Hell yeah. Indeed.
We've
We
just
just went
been
out-
working. That's it.
We've been working, yeah. We just went out with Sanisha. That was pretty cool. He had a little shout out Sanisha going to fucking Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
That's
going
insane.
to Abu Dhabi soon.
Bro's literally going to Abu Dhabi. That's so crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy.
To fight for the world championship.
To fight for the world.
What if he comes back with it?
That'd be nuts. I mean, that'd be expected, but
That would be crazy.
crazy as fuck, bro.
Super crazy. They'll make a fucking movie about him in Serbia.
Bro, if he comes back with it, he's going to be mentally unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
Unstable when he gets back. Is what's gonna happen.
That's so funny. He's
Yeah.
gonna kill somebody.
He's gonna fucking destroy relationships and build new ones.
He's gonna go fight for Ukraine. Shout out Sinisa.
Shout out.
That's so
Sinisa.
cool, bro. Oh my god.
Sinsa, we love you.
We love Sinsa. We love Juan. When are we getting Cleveland on here, bro? Have you been talking to him?
I have not. No,
No?
we gotta
gotta-
figure something out.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't.
do.
I didn't know if you guys really wanted to,
Yeah.
so I've kind of just been shying away from it.
No, we just gotta
I
open
just
up a
received
dialogue.
negative energy from you, to be honest. If you want me to be completely honest,
I just have negative energy 24/7.
you do.
I just like making fun of shit.
Maybe you should change.
I'll fucking die first. Ew.
He's like, "Hey, yo, that was close."
Yeah, we just gotta open up some dialogue with him, bro.
I-
Gotta fucking talk to him.
I can do that.
Do it.
I'll say stupid shit to him. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Do it. That'd be a cool guest.
It
Talk
would be.
about his fucking knockout. That shit was insane.
But I'll tell you right now, if he's in goddamn Chicago, we are not going.
Where?
Chicago,
Oh.
Yeah.
we are not going.
Why do you think he's in Chicago?
I could have sworn I
his fighter
seen.
name is Cleveland.
I know. That's what confuses me. So, I could have sworn I seen his like, I don't know. He was saying shout out my something based out in Chicago.
Oh.
I was like, bro, what?
Yeah.
I'm not
knows?
going there.
That's a Skype call is what that is.
Yeah, not even. We don't got the funds for that.
We don't got the funds for Skype.
But yeah, I can hit him up, see what's going on. If you guys
sure.
are for real down,
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
What
bet.
other guests do we want to have on? Do we have any other ideas? I still want to have someone super smart on. Bro, I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to have my cousin on, but she's underage, so I don't know how that would go with like the algorithm and shit, you know? That's kind of
hey yo,
What?
my cousin. She's like, bro, she's getting so she's in high school.
How would anyone know she's underage?
Either way,
'Cause
why,
I just
why
said
does
it.
it matter?
Right.
I just don't know, like, cause like YouTube.
We're not
has,
touching
like,
her.
No, but for like children, like YouTube has really
not
strict
touching
rules on like platforming children. You know,
Bro, what about
if the
them
Rizzler?
fucking-
If the Rizzler
Yeah,
can fucking
that's
do what
true.
he does, bro,
Them
didn't think about
motherfuckers
that.
that eat.
we can have
food?
on your cousin.
yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm just
Right.
not as well versed in child entertainment as you guys are.
You're
I
just
guess.
not well versed in social media.
No,
Straight
I'm
up.
trying to protect my cousin, but yeah, but she's like a fucking genius. Like she's getting insane college offers by like government level fucking shit.
She should probably listen to us before she decides anything.
Bro, yeah, for sure.
We ruined her career.
Yeah.
But over Easter, like I was just like her and I were just sitting down eating, talking about fucking chemistry, and it was so sick because she was like, she's so smart, so she like knew how to explain it to me so that I would get it. She's talking about fucking the equilibrium and shit, and I'm like, this is so cool talking to someone
Damn.
who's actually smart. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like you'd be fine.
I think so too. Now that we've
I mean,
talked
what the
about it,
fuck else are we gonna talk about with her? You know?
just smart shit.
Right.
'Cause
It's
she's
okay.
smart. Yeah. Yeah. So that's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good
doubt.
one.
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know anyone smart, really.
Yeah.
I feel like the smartest person I know is probably Gavin.
Gavin's super smart. Yeah.
I would
That's true.
say.
That's true.
Probably Gavin. Austin's up there.
Austin's up there. Yeah. More in like they're more like socially smart though. You know.
Yeah, but I feel like that's
No,
the
I'm
most
pretty
smart
sure
you
Gavin
can
got a
be.
perfect score on his fucking
He
ACT.
got a
I could
retarded.
see that,
yeah,
yeah.
he got like
I could see
30
that.
something.
he
on
got
his
he got a
ACT, bro.
perfect score on his ACT.
I could totally see that. That's cat. Picture it didn't happen, Gavin.
For
Could
real.
you imagine he doesn't have pictures? That would suck.
He's just been capping.
Yeah.
He's been lying the whole
to
time.
everyone, bro. He's kept it going.
He's actually just a regular guy that's friends with dumb people.
He just wants to be the smart one.
It's like how like somewhat hot chicks will hang out with like fat women so that they seem like, you know, way hotter than they actually are.
Right.
You know?
They're like pity friending them.
Damn.
Maybe
It
that's what's
happens,
going
bro.
on. It does, yeah.
It happens. Bitches are mean.
They are.
Bitches are mean.
Bitches are mean as fuck. I feel like bitches are meaner than dudes sometimes.
Bitches for sure.
Like-
Because like if someone's bringing around a new friend, a
Yeah.
new dude, it's like fuck it, you know.
It's chill, yeah.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
yeah.
You know, we'll have a beer. Talk
Nobody
bullshit.
goes into any secret group chats after.
Yeah, we'll shoot
after
the
the
shit.
fact.
Girls will be like, oh, I don't like that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
I don't like that bitch.
It's like, bro, you all you did was say hello. Like,
I was just there.
You just don't like her face. That's all. That's okay.
That's
Yeah.
like worse than being racist, I think. That's like,
that
bro,
is
that's just being a bitch, bro.
what would you call that?
I mean, at least if
Judgmental,
At
I
least if
guess?
you're openly racist, you're not hiding it.
Right? There's some pride
You know?
in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some pride
You at
in
least
it,
hold it down.
for
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
But with bitches, they don't hold it down.
No.
There's no pride. That's the difference,
And
bro.
it's always
They'll say
behind the
shit.
back.
No pride.
Always
Yep.
behind the back. Like
I
say
didn't
that shit with your fucking chest. Say it to her face.
Yeah.
I can't believe you fucking texted her. I said that shit.
And you know what's crazy? Our girlfriends are gonna listen to this when we put it out.
They're
and
not gonna
No, they're
fucking
not.
listen to
And they're
this.
gonna come to us and be mean.
They already are. That's why I can talk like this, because they don't fucking listen.
Dude.
Oh fuck.
Bitches be hurting my feelings.
Yeah, they're good at it too.
Very good
They're
at it.
so they know exactly what to say.
It's because, like, there are hooks, bro.
Yeah.
It goes back to, like, the psychological hooks. Like, they know you. They'll fucking grab their hooks and stick them in you and
Sink 'em in you.
fucking
Pull you in.
pull you in.
I've always said, bro, I wish I was gay. Can you imagine how much easier it would be to just fuck your homies, you know?
Dude, if like you guys were married, the benefits you guys would get.
Right, bro.
You guys.
Oh shit, speaking of gay, I told you about this when we were outside soaking up the vitamin D. Bro, I didn't even tell you about this. I caught some digits, bro. I caught some digits.
Some man digits.
Some man digits. So, let me give a little backstory.
Some midgets.
Let me give a little... Some midgets. Let me give a little backstory. So, where I work now, as our fans know, I just got a new job. And there's a new... well, not new. New to me. There's a new gas station spot that I stop at for gas and, you know, whatever else, energy drinks, whatever. And I've been stopping there on occasion, like every, you know, couple days or whatever. And I'd see this dude, like the cashier.
I was gonna say it's got to be the cashier.
It's the cashier, god damn it. Super cool dude. Like, you know, I've been friendly with him because, like, he just seemed cool, you know. We vibed or whatever. You know, every time I see him, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? So, the other day, I stop in that bitch. And he's like, hey, I was hoping I'd see you today. And I was like, oh, well, good to see you. And
Straight as fuck.
and he,
Good to see you.
We should go in there with Cisco and make him jealous.
oh fuck, that'd be crazy. Walking that bitch holding hands. Well, I can't.
Hey, this is my
You
other friend.
disintegrate. You fucking melt.
Well, I can't because the place closed down. So
Oh.
Wait,
So-
you just started going there and it already closed?
listen.
Ravenna.
It's 'cause of him.
Apparently, through talking to this guy. So this was the other day. It was the last time I saw him. The other day I go in there, and that was a tear coming from my eye. 'cause
was
it's the
gay.
Last time I saw him. So I go in that bitch and we're talking or whatever. And I know, like, as soon as I walk in, I notice, like, all the shelves are, like, pretty much cleared out. Like, they're not restocking or anything. They're just selling off what they have. So I was like, what's going on? Why is this bitch empty? And he was like, well, apparently there's too many Circle K's in Ravenna, so they're closing a bunch of them down. So it's like, damn, that sucks. He
Oh,
was like,
sob story.
he was like, yeah, so today's today's my last day. It's the last time you're gonna see me. And I was like, damn, that sucks, man. So I cash out and everything, and I pick my stuff up, and he goes, oh, here. Reaches behind the cash register, gives me an empty receipt paper with his name and his phone number written on it. And he's like, here, I had this waiting for you. I was hoping I'd see you today. Hit me up sometime.
He probably thought it wasn't gay.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I left. And that was it. That's the last time I'm ever going to see him.
What
I'm
was
ever
his
going to
name?
see him.
You have a few questions.
Can I guess? Can I get like 3
Please.
guesses?
Please.
Brian.
I love this game. No.
Glenn.
No.
That's not my guess.
You each get 3 guesses.
Okay.
I'll tell you if you're getting hotter or colder.
Is it with a G or no?
No.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Dylan?
No.
Curtis.
Nope.
Is he with a D?
Nope. It's with, last guess for each of you, it's with an S.
I'm either going to say Sam or Simon.
Negative.
Fuck.
Sanisha.
Oh! Yes. No. No.
Steven.
No, his name was Shane. His name was Shane.
Shane.
And I miss him already.
So I have a few questions.
Please.
Is you could tell, like, was he 100% gay?
No. So here's the
Or
thing.
was he just giving you bro vibes?
Here's the thing.
That's how they get you, probably.
It's literally been completely just like
Common
bro vibes, just comrade
Common
type,
interactions.
common interaction bro vibes until
The
until
number?
the pre-written number came out, and he said he said
I was waiting on you.
I was waiting on you. That's when it clicked. So here's my thing. And it sucks because if the guy's gay, then he wants to fuck me, and I don't want to be friends with someone who wants to fuck me. That just sucks. But if he's not gay, then he's so desperate for friends,
yeah.
that
He might be
he's
weird.
doing that. So
Yeah.
that's probably not someone I want to hang out with.
It's
you know?
true. It's true.
So either way, it sucks.
Yeah, I
you
guess
fucking weirdo.
if you never had like a real conversation with him, like
just
and got to know the guy at all, then
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
that's-
it's always just been while I'm cashing out. You know, typical cashier shit.
so he
But
never.
that is the cool aspect about being gay. Straight bro vibes till it's not. They get to it, probably get it over with,
Dahmer.
Yeah.
get it
that's
over
my-
with, and
that's
then
my
go right
thing,
back
yeah.
to the bro vibes. Hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey,
I mean,
bro,
yeah,
take
most
this
of Dahmer's-
monster. I know you're about to grind all day. You know, like, go to work, big fella.
Big fella.
Call me when you get home.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
I fuck with that.
So he never gave you any like fruity flags.
No, literally until that last day then it was like
Like not
Fruit,
even in
fruit,
the
fruit,
in the
fruit,
voice.
fruit.
Not even in the voice or
You were
like,
playing Fruit Ninja. You were
yeah, you
dodging
cut
the
him.
fucking-
You cut him
swiping that
down.
shit.
You were dodging the fruit, bro.
yeah, man, fuck.
Damn.
But
man.
dude, like, bro, that's what I'm saying though. If I was gay, bro,
That'd be the boy.
I'd be in that shit.
was he cute?
Nah, he was fat.
Oh.
He looked like Mitch's dad actually.
Ooh.
Kinda.
So he's old too.
No.
Nipple piercings?
Around our age, yeah, around our
Oh,
age.
he's around our age.
Seems like he could have he had earrings,
Oh, yeah.
goatee, you know.
Damn, he had earrings. You didn't think he was gay?
No, because like I just said, Mitch's dad. Bro, Mitch's whole family wears fucking earrings.
I know. I just thought it was funny.
It was funny. Yeah. So yeah, that's how my week
man.
has been. You
That's funny.
know? Have you guys
Just
ever
had a
picked
gay
up
weekend.
gay as fuck?
I feel like saying gay with anything is so funny.
It is funny.
Like if you
Gays
make
are funny, weird.
if you make fun of anything, like You could just shut them down with like, that's gay. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, like when you were fucking in like middle school,
Yeah.
and you
yeah,
thought something was cool, and someone was like, "Dude, that's gay."
That
That
shit
literally
was
shattered your heart, bro.
devastating.
but like, I feel like it's
Devastating.
made a full return. Like,
For
if you
sure,
say
yeah.
that shit now, bro, they are not gonna fuck with that.
For sure.
Be like, what?
Yeah.
This ain't cool.
Have you seen the?
There she goes. There she
Damn.
goes.
We got the other one.
I'll switch it. For
We
the
do.
ending.
Yeah. Have you seen the It's the last thing we were on.
Okay. I thought we were just gonna be blue balled.
Oh, that's good boy.
Hey, also,
Boy.
I feel like the best things about us hanging out is our post anything, like post podcast, post like night out or something. We gotta start. I feel like we should start recording some of that.
Yeah.
Like, especially if we all go out together. If we come home that night, let's do a fucking pod for like 20 minutes even. You know? I feel like it's a good idea.
Seems like a good idea now, but then we're gonna be there and we're gonna be trashed and we're gonna be like, no.
I tried to do it last time. I got no from
Yeah.
you.
I gave you a hard no.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But
Hard
we
no.
were geeked on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we had those conversations on the cam, like, that's like even, like, bro,
Yeah.
like, I'm just saying.
But then like there's the aspect of like some things shouldn't be documented.
We were damn near blacked.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Some things should
I don't
not be
remember
documented.
leaving the town tavern.
Sometimes people say things
But, like, that
are
shit
fun.
could get bleeped out, or we could just keep it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if we had that for ourselves, bro, I would be geeked watching that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Let's
that
just
would make
start
my
a-
whole fucking week.
Let's just
I
start
don't
a
even
whole
give a fuck if we release it or not.
Let's just start a whole private podcast that we just don't put out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck. We need to have a podcast where we don't give a fuck. I thought this was it.
And then the libs got to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
But I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so have you guys seen like the TikToks of like, you know, like the corner store people,
Yeah,
people that work
I
in the
love
corner
those,
stores?
yeah.
They'll put like gay, like they'll put like gay pride stickers on like the Black and Milds.
Flip shit.
A dude will come in and buy them, and he'll be
Be
like,
like, what the fuck is that? Throw it back at him. Yeah. like it hurts to touch
yeah,
it.
he's like, that shit's gay, bro.
Hurts to touch
He's
it.
like, what this mean?
Like it shocked him.
Yeah,
Hey, what the
It's so
fuck?
funny.
I love those.
You
I've
said
seen-
like it hurts him.
I've seen
fuck,
I've
dude?
seen fucking
Like
I've
a
seen those-
rainbow lighter.
Yeah, I've seen those where he like goes to hand him the lighter and he'll be like and then freak the fuck out.
Dude crashes out, and
Be
they
like,
can't
"Thanks, babe."
they can't get to him because he's
Yeah,
behind
he's
a fucking
behind
wall
glass.
of glass.
That's so
They're just
funny,
in the
bro.
worst hoods of America doing that.
Bro, I seen one that was this dude was like, "Hey, I'll give you $5 if you can chug this whole 2 liter of Sprite." And he, like some just crusty homeless guy, he doesn't know any better.
Oh,
He tries it and he's just like like disintegrating from the inside for $5.
That's exactly what it would feel like too.
Oh my
Your
god.
insides just
bro, that's
disintegrate.
fucked up.
He's just
He's just burping.
he's just drinking it and then throwing up.
I'm telling you, bro, we got to get our homeless boxing matches, bro.
Yeah, bro. Homeless
I feel
people
like
are crazy.
anything with a homeless would make us rich.
Dude, there's a whole
yeah.
park downtown for the homeless people.
Yeah.
We could just pull up with some gloves.
Yeah.
You know what we should
could.
do? We should switch it up. Liberal boxing in Kent. All liberals step up to the table. Throw them up.
Or we
You
could do-
versus all the liberals? What liberal can take this Republican down?
You would just end up getting your shit rocked by some like
Big country boy.
by some little gay boy.
No. Fuck no. Nah, some gay boy probably could rock my shit. Realistically.
way to
I
trail
feel like-
back on that.
I feel like gay boys are probably more into like gymnastics.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
They're
sure.
I feel
They
like
got the-
most gay boys are kind of ripped
They got the lifestyle
for
down,
no
yeah.
fucking reason.
Healthy as fuck, fit as fuck.
Fit as fuck,
Yeah.
eating fucking avocados and shit.
Yeah.
Except for Shane.
Dressed well,
Except for Shane.
dressed well,
That boy was fat.
smell great, fucking fine ass.
Yeah, dude. Fit. Fit.
Yep. Fuckable.
Yeah, I think they would beat me up.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
I don't think all of them would. I feel like some of them would.
100 gay men versus one Cisco. Who wins?
Life is just so tricky, bro. Life is so tricky. Because, like, you know, us being straight men, it would make things way easier if we were gay, right? But if we were gay, being gay must suck. Because if you're gay, all you want is just a big, burly, manly man to fucking take care of you. But all you
Right.
get are
Yeah.
gay guys.
You can't hang out with your bro without him being a hoe.
Right.
You know? You can't stop thinking about that. Your bro needs to be a bro. You got to separate the bros from the hoes. If you start mixing the bros and the hoes, you don't know. All right?
That's fucking logic right
That's
there.
logic. That's facts. That's intellect.
Simple
You're smart, dude.
goddamn math.
See, bro, you're smart.
I'm smart when it comes to Republican stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there?
Yes, sir.
Amen.
We should do public speaking at Kent State.
I would tear that bitch up. I would cause a riot.
With your Trump hat on?
I'd cause a riot in the bad way.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You definitely would. But then they'd be confused because they'd be like, I hate what he's saying, but he's brown. You know? They'd be like, what do I do?
Wear your Trump hat with your Mexico shirt.
There
And then
you
I
go.
should say I'm gay too.
Ooh, yeah.
That would get them. They'd be like,
That would get him. I meant that. Short circuit.
yeah, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know whether to call me like a fucking. Never mind.
I was like, let's hear it. Yeah. All right.
All right. Shout out Bud Light.
Shout out Bud Light.
Shout out Zin.
Shout out Michelob Ultra.
Michelob.
Yep.
Shout out
Michelob.
Corona.
Shout out Taco Bell.
Taco
Shout
Bell.
out.
Nah.
No.
Steak and Shake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Steak
Shout
and
out,
Shake.
Shout out Steak and Shake.
Yeah. Shout out Canes. Shout out Canes.
Shout out motherfucking Canes.
Canes
And
is
also
fire.
slept on, but shout out Acme. All right.
Shout out Acme. Yeah. Shout out Steiny. You know.
Shout out Steiny. Shout out that gorilla. Shout
Yeah.
out Harambe.
Yeah.
Shout out all those men.
And you know what? I'll say it. Shout out Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Shout out Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Yeah. The GOAT.
Absolutely. And shout out Miko. Shout out Mello.
Yeah.
You know.
Shout
For
out
sure.
to the Cleveland Cavs, the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, for sure. Also, shout out Mexico. I read an article the other day that was like estimating the next 100 years what things are going to look like geopolitically, and they are saying Mexico might be a world power within the next 100 years.
Is that without a cartel or with?
I don't think they can get rid of them, bud.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably with.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably with.
It's gonna be the cartel.
Their
Yeah,
cartel's just going to turn into their fucking CIA.
I mean, the cartel is the Mexican government. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
You know, so
In a way,
Yeah.
I feel like it's more their muscle, but I feel like once,
that's true.
like, let's
yeah.
say they get organized, that's gonna be their fucking.
Yeah.
Like they never let
operations.
Pablo Escobar fucking get in a political position.
Yeah,
He would have probably put on for real.
he probably would have put on.
He would.
He was putting on.
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure.
anyone who puts on like that will put the fuck on anywhere.
Yeah,
Straight up,
Yeah, like they could excel anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just decided to excel in that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's not like you think he did it for the love of the game,
he
The
must
money.
have.
the money, or the cocaine.
I think it was the love of the game, bro.
The
You
love
don't
of the
become
game?
that successful, no matter what it is, good or bad.
So
You
do
don't
you
become
think-
that successful without loving the game.
So, with that in mind, do you think he would have loved the same game in a different world, like a different, like
If it were a
whatever
different
he
person,
excelled in? You know
if,
what I'm
if
saying?
it were a different person, it was specifically him though, and for specifically him, he loved that game.
The stars aligned for him
Yeah,
in an illegal way.
yeah, yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
So yeah, shout out Mexico.
What the fuck? Shout out Pablo Escobar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share.
You know,
Adios.
thanks everybody. We're
Adios,
outta here.
amigos. Until next week.
Welcome to the